Ladies and gentlemen, what a social media royal rumble we have here today. Now we've got Elon Musk saying that Trump is in the Epstein files, insinuating Trump should be impeached for JD Vance. Take a look at this. You've got Musk first saying time to drop a real big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. And so we know how ridiculous this is. Musk is having another meltdown. Trump obviously had association with Epstein, as did pretty much everyone that was rich. Epstein was an orbiter, and it's been reported Trump's kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, and he flew on the plane, but not to the island. And this has all been out there already. So Trump obviously, and many people will show up, but Trump never went to the island. That's the point. Musk is playing dumb here. He knows a bunch of liberals will eat it up, and they'll be like, oh, Trump should be impeached, all this stuff. It's completely ridiculous. Now, yes, Trump has been a little bit of coy with the Epstein stuff, I think because people he knows could be involved with it. But Trump himself, and then how about this argument? Donald Trump running for re-election in 2024, liberals could have found out in seconds. They had control of the White House. They had the executive branch. They could have found out if Donald Trump had went to the island, because that's honestly what Musk is insinuating here. Now, not literally. He's just saying, ooh, he's going to show up in the files, in the mass case files. But we know what he's insinuating. Well, if Trump actually went to the island, liberals would have leaked it 100%. And then they say, oh, but what about Clinton and all the Democrats? They don't care. They think Trump is literally Hitler. That's what they say. And that's, by the way, that's not a hyperbole. A lot of Democrats do genuinely believe Donald Trump is the worst U.S. political figure in history. So you don't think they would have leaked that, regardless of what type of backlash could come from their own party, or collateral damage, I guess you could say, could come from Clinton being involved or other top Democrats? Of course they would have leaked it. It's ridiculous. And so it makes no sense. But Musk is going for like a scare tactic. I'm going to be vague about it because Trump's going to show up somewhere in the file because Trump had a relationship with Epstein and they put everything in these files. And so he's using that. And then people are like, oh, Trump went to the island. And you can see, so he gives like 1/100th of the story. And now it makes Trump look bad. And people say, well, Trump's been coy about releasing them. Well, yeah, because people he knows are involved. And there's a lot of government people involved. So it's a ticking time bomb when you have that type of authority. And Trump has said he's going to release them. We'll see what happens with them. But there's a lot of other things involved. It's not just Trump when it comes to these being released. But it's just like this fake stuff with Musk. And he's like, he's involved. Well, yeah, it's a massive case file. There's going to be a lot of people named. And Trump, I mean, there's videos of Trump with Epstein. We know this. It's been reported. But then they act like it's this huge thing. And then they start imagining things like Trump being more involved than he actually is. But you can see President versus Elon, who wins? My money's on Elon. This is some simp or someone who cares. This is an Elon orbiter where they reply to him and they leech off of Musk. It's like really weird relationship they have. But this is one of the Musk leeches. And then he says Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. And then Musk says, yes, that's what should happen. And so it's just Musk agreeing with something, but he's agreeing that Trump should be impeached, with possibly Musk endorsing JD Vance now. So this has gone completely off the rails at this point. You can see Musk and what he's saying. I mean, this is Trump responding. Trump's like, I got to do something to respond. This is absurd. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always so surprised that Biden didn't do it. Remember when liberals said, well, what about Tesla, SpaceX? They're going to get all these favorable deals. Well, Trump's saying, no, they're all being terminated. They're done. And then Musk says, we're going to decommission our spacecraft. Oh, heaven forbid. Oh, that's terrible. But I mean, Musk is such a child. Seriously. Oh, you're decommissioning your spacecraft. You're like a 5-year-old. I mean, Trump does one statement to come back. He's like, we give all this money to Musk and his SpaceX, and this is how you treat him. It's just, you're going to be vague. You're going to insinuate that Trump is heavily involved with Epstein. Seriously. We're going to cut you off if you do that. I didn't think it was going to get this serious this quickly. I thought it was just one of Musk's little blow-ups. But now he's taking it to the next level. And this is what Musk does. He is extremely bipolar. and very erratic in his behavior. And it's happened a few times. It happened with the H-1B. Now it's this, and this is Trump versus Musk. So it's really next level. There's the big bomb right there. 75 million views on this, over 500,000 likes. Musk saying such an obvious lie, so sad. Trump saying Elon was wearing thin. This is Trump on Truth Social. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Yeah, and then Musk says it's a lie. What probably happened is because of the timeline of this, Musk's top investors probably went to him and said, look, this is really bad. This is going to affect it seriously. We're going to lose a lot of money. And so Musk is just going crazy now. I mean, this is the same thing. It's the bottom line. His bottom line was affected with the H-1B stuff when he could use the cheap labor, and Americans said, no, we're done with it. We're sick of it. And that was even when Trump said, I'll try and stand by it. Now I think Trump is just going to be done with all of it. And just, you're coming out, you're saying you want Trump impeached. You're agreeing. It's all so absurd. But this is what you have to deal with Musk, and then he insinuates, oh, he's involved with Epstein. Yeah, there's photos of them. Of course, he's going to be somewhere in a file. Why don't we ask Musk if Trump went to the island? So see how it's like a 1/10 of a truth, and it's just he does it to insinuate things and make Trump look bad. And so, I mean, Trump is going to be done with this. You can't do that. That's a terrible thing to do. So, look, Musk, I didn't think Musk was going to go this crazy this quickly, but it is what it is. Relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times, though it's not clear he ever went to the island. Well, I think for Trump, no matter what, if you release these files and you're at all involved with them, even though you know Trump likely had a very loose relationship, it's potentially going to look bad. So that's why maybe Trump is saying, well, no, don't release them. But obviously this is not, this is just, I responded to this Musk saying, well, you've got one of his orbiters who's like probably an alt account or just some leech person who like just crawls and just sucks on Elon Musk's tit, says, I can finally say that Trump's tariffs are super stupid. Oh, wow. Now that an Elon simp has said Trump's tariffs are super stupid, it's been solved, guys. It's been solved. They're stupid, according to some Elon worshiper. And then Musk says the Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half. You notice how they have to change it to a second half. That's how they cope about this stuff. It's the same thing the Democrats do because we got the reading plus. Remember, they said we got the contraction, the Q1 contraction. It's going to be a recession. They can't do that anymore. They're like, well, we admit it's going to be a 4% growth or whatever it is in Q2. So now it's going to be second half of the year. There's going to be a recession. That's after all the trade deals likely get worked out, right? That makes total sense after a 4% growth rate. So there's just no truth to any of this, and it's unfortunate what Musk is doing here, and you don't want to take it too seriously. But I mean, if Musk is going to come out and like endorse Vance taking over with Trump being impeached, that's not going to happen based off of Congress. But this is kind of what Musk does. But still, it's like this is just a 180, just like that. I mean, you were part of the administration. You said all of this was great 2 weeks ago. Now everything is bad. This is why it's a bipolar episode. That's what this is. So I think it's probably some type of thing like that. But Musk is insinuating he wants Vance to take over for Trump. And wow. So we'll see where this goes. I don't know. I mean, and now Trump is saying we're taking away all of your grants and your mandates and your EV stuff, and Musk is not happy about it. He's saying he's going to decommission the SpaceX, and so it's a back and forth thing, and we'll see where this ends up leading. I mean, we knew there was going to be a break off, but this has kind of gotten ridiculous with Musk. I mean, originally, see, that's why I said earlier today, I'm like, this is a strange reaction. There must have been something behind the scenes. I mean, there's talk about Scott Bessent like punching Musk in the face, and then, I mean, that's what Steve Bannon said. He said Bessent just had enough. Musk was just acting erotic and just completely annoying the hell out of everyone in the cabinet, and then Bassett just punched him in the face. And so that's how Musk got a black eye, or there was some altercation, something like that. At Elon and Massey. Massey's going to stand up to Israel again, isn't he? Just donate him money. You just got to donate him money and he'll stand up to Israel. Don't worry, guys. Just do that. But he's saying that Musk isn't involved in terms of the EV tax credits. Well, why does Musk always get angry when his bottom line gets affected? You know, this bill that's come out, it's getting rid of all of it, the EV credits, and we know what happened with the H-1B situation. Whenever Musk's bottom line is affected, he gets real just irate, and he completely loses it. And so, listen, it's a pattern we're seeing. But either way, guys, that's just an update. Make sure you like the video down below. Also, follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.